One of the challenges in interfaith is between traditionalists and liberals. Each side has very significant intuitions about what's going on in the human community and what's necessary. What traditionalists know is a certain kind of stability, a certain kind of security, certain kinds of practices that have been embodied in communities for centuries and centuries. And they look out and they say, my gosh, with all of the freedom to decide, look how hypersexualized your environment is, you non-traditionalists, you liberals. Look what you've done with all your freedom. This is not healthy. It's not an accident that you have sexual dysfunction at the level you do in America. You can't have a Viagra commercial in the middle of a ball game with your 6-year-old son and then your son asks you, what is that? There is something off about that. Now, it turns out they're right about that, but their prescription to go back and put the genie of freedom back in the bottle is the wrong prescription. It's not clear that a burqa is the answer to Times Square. Because if the only options we have is a burqa in Times Square, human beings, and here women, will not flourish as human beings. But that conversation has to happen. And liberals have to get and understand and own that the fear is real. And that we have that fear also. We make believe we don't because we're above it all, but we have that fear too. And when we can own the fear, they don't have to be the container of the entire fear. Right now we have a wonderful agreement in religious communities between traditionalists and liberals. Liberals become the container for all the hope of the future. And traditionalists a container of all the fear that we're losing the past. That's a wonderful agreement. You know why? Because it fits their everybody's psychological predispositions. Liberals get to be the good guys and hopeful people, right? And traditionalists get to be the tough, we hold on for dear life. We're the preservationists of the great human traditions. That's a very bad agreement because if you're the container of all the fear, right, you become maniacal, right? You're terrified by the very fear that you're containing. And then you terrorize people. And you know what happens when you're the container of all the hope? You live in a mass delusion, an illusion. Because life is a combination of genuine fears and genuine hopes, and genuine fears and genuine hopes.